Alright guys, one of the two most requested topics was matrices, and so we're going to dig into like a quick intro. It's going to seem actually very easy at first, so let me roll through this with you. A matrix is basically a data structure. It is the best analog I can think of to some of the more complex computer science problems we work on that would have been possible and like something we could have worked through in times before computers, which is actually one of the reasons that I get cranky when dealing with matrices is because we have like more effective, more powerful tools, and even most folks who still rely on matrices tend to do most of their work with them on a calculator. And so in essence, this is more than anything a way of you learning to speak a language that like calculators can understand to deal with complex problems. That said, the data structure here is pretty simple. You can kind of see that like there's a top left, top right, and so on and so forth. They can get bigger and more complicated than this. This is like a 2 by 2 matrix, but you can have a 3 by 3 or a 7 by 22. Like the dimensions of it are not the most important thing. That said, if you're going to add two things together, they do have to be the same size, and you'll see why pretty quickly. So A plus B is just taking this matrix and adding it to this. And you can probably guess the exact process you'll use, but I'll roll through it here anyway. In this case, the top left is going to be 1 plus 5. You add those two components together, you'd get 6. Top right is going to be 2 plus 6. You add those two together, you'll get 8. Bottom left is going to be 3 plus 7. You add those two, you'll get 10. And bottom right will be 4 plus 8. You add those two together, you'll get 12. And this is the resultant matrix when you add A plus B. Pretty straightforward. B minus A, again, like you should pause the video and you should do this because you already can intuitively figure this out. B minus A is going to be taking each term from B and subtracting each of the data points from A. So the top left is going to be 5 minus 1, which is 4. Top right is going to be 6 minus 2, which is also 4. Bottom left is going to be 7 minus 3, which is also 4. And bottom right is going to be 8 minus 4, which is also 4. Totally silly, but as you can see, like I wasn't in a super creative mood when I made up the matrices. So there you go. Matrix, addition, and subtraction. Pretty simple.